Sophia's blueprint. Characters. Sophia Reyes, 28, aspiring architect. Daniel, her longtime friend. Mrs. Martinez, head of the architecture firm. Grandma Camila, her source of inspiration. Chapter 1, The Turning Point. Sophia sat on her balcony, staring at the early morning sky over Bogotá. The city buzzed below, but her mind was quiet. Today was not like any other. After 5 years working in a small design studio, she had received an unexpected call. A top architecture firm, Martinez & Company, wanted to interview her. "I didn't even apply," she had said, surprised. But apparently, her portfolio had made its way there through a friend of a friend. She sipped her coffee and opened her journal. "What do I want from my career?" she wrote. "Is it fame, stability, or impact?" As the sun rose higher, she remembered something her grandmother once told her: "The buildings you create will outlive you. So make them mean something." Chapter 2, A Friendly Voice. On her way to the interview, she stopped at a small cafe to meet Daniel. They had been friends since college. "I heard you got the call. You're moving up," he said with a grin. Sophia smiled nervously. "It's exciting, but I'm scared too. What if I'm not ready?" Daniel sipped his juice. "Everyone feels that way. But the fact that they called you means they already believe in your work. You just have to believe in your purpose." She nodded, thinking again about the question in her journal. Daniel continued, "What's your long-term goal, Sophia?" "I want to design eco-friendly buildings that also reflect Colombian culture. I want my work to matter, not just in function, but in soul." Daniel raised his glass. "Then go show them that fire." Chapter 3, The Interview. Inside the towering glass office of Martinez & Company, Sophia waited in the minimalist lobby. The walls were lined with architectural models, some of them famous landmarks in Latin America. Mrs. Martinez greeted her warmly. "Sophia Reyes. I've heard wonderful things. Tell me, what do you want to achieve in the next 10 years? Sophia took a deep breath. "I want to lead projects that combine sustainability with cultural identity. I want to work with communities, not just build for them." Mrs. Martinez nodded. "We're looking for visionaries like you. Your portfolio shows creativity. But I want to know, are you ready to take risks?" Sophia's eyes lit up. "I've been preparing for this my whole life." Chapter 4, Past and Present. That evening, back at home, Sophia sat with her grandmother, Camila, flipping through old photos. One showed a small brick house in the mountains. "I designed that with my father," Grandma Camila said proudly. "We didn't have computers or big budgets. But we had dreams." Sophia smiled. "You were my first role model." Camila placed a hand on hers. "And now you'll be one to others." They looked at a new sketch Sophia had done, an affordable housing project inspired by traditional Colombian patterns. "Life isn't only about achieving goals," her grandmother said. "It's about how your goals transform others too." Chapter 5, The Choice. A week later, Sophia got the job offer. But she also received an email from an NGO working on post-disaster reconstruction in the Amazon. They wanted her help. Sophia was torn. She called Daniel again. "What would you do?" He replied, "It depends on your values. One gives you stability and recognition. The other offers challenge and immediate impact." That night, Sophia went back to her journal. Goal: make a difference through design. Priority: use architecture to serve people, not just impress them. The next morning, she emailed both. She would accept the job at Martinez & Company, but under one condition: she would work part-time and dedicate the other half of her week to the NGO's mission. To her surprise, both parties agreed. Epilogue: A new blueprint. 6 months later, Sophia stood beside her first major project, a cultural center in Leticia, built with local materials and designed alongside the indigenous community. Mrs. Martinez visited the site and smiled. "You've redefined what architecture can be, Sophia." Sophia looked around. Children were laughing in the open space, elders told stories under a shaded pavilion. She hadn't just built a structure. She had built a dream.